So, chat, I'm not going to divulge too much into things that don't involve me directly. I will be talking about my personal experience as well as the experience that my partner, Leo, had with this person as well as with another person involving the George situation. So, how about we talk about that before we get into fucking Danganronpa? So, George Raccoon. I met him when I was 15 years old. 15. And he would have been 19, because there is a 4-year age gap between him and I. I met him in 2015, mid-2015, and things would be normal for a while, like, at most, like, he was a little self-destructive at times, a little bit, but then comes 2016, so I know Autumn's in the chat. Hello, Autumn. For anyone out of the loop on that, Autumn and I used to date, and we had already had one person in our fucking ears who was a grown-ass adult talking about how we should move in with her. But then we have George. So George, he would like to do this thing where he would draw people in, like, a Snow White dress, which, like, whatever. Fine, that's cool. It's a 5-year... He was born in 95. It's a 5-year difference? That's worse! That's worse! Autumn! Fuck! So he was... Okay, so I guess there's a 5-year age gap. He would draw people in Snow White dresses because that was, like, his thing. I guess that was, like, a source of comfort for him. Which, like, fine. Whatever. That's fine. He was drawing children in the same dresses and calling them so adorable and pretty princesses. And that would be... two of those people would be Autumn and I. When we were 16. And he was, I guess, 21! Fuck! But that's not like the bad part. It's still weird calling, a bunch of children pretty princesses and adorable. Yeah. Cause, like, okay, because Ty's pointing it out, let me get this out of the way. The age gap is not inherently not the issue. It is the fact that he was doing this with minors. Ty and I are 4 years apart. And we are in a perfectly happy, healthy relationship. Let me get adjusted in my chair here. I am so sorry. I have autism. So that wasn't the inherent issue. The issue comes in when we talk about a certain kink that George had. And this kink was magic tricks. And... so, I'm actually going to very quickly pull up the Blue Sky post I made last night. And I'm gonna I'm gonna put it on stream. I don't feel like individually putting in all of the... I don't feel like putting in the individual screenshots. So I'm going to literally just create a new source. So you guys are gonna have to... Ah, fuck! I did the wrong thing. God damn it, dude. OBS sucks. I'm sorry. OBS fucking sucks, chat. I am sorry. You're gonna have to deal with it. So, we get, as you can see, this is a drawing of Autumn and I in a magic trick. For record, this was on March 16th, 2017. I had just turned 17, 11 days prior. He would then link us fucking magic trick videos, where this one is called transposition of 2 girls and 2 puppy. And first of all, the girls are in lingerie, and we were, again, 16 and 17. Then we get art of Autumn in the Snow White dress. There's the whole pretty princesses thing, and you two are equally cute. No, you're so cute. You're so cute, Saf. You're so cute, Autumn. And then, shut up, phone. There's my dead name. So, dead name jump scare. Here we go. This says, by the way, I have another idea. What if you and Autumn did this trick and you turn into a Dalmatian? I don't respond because this is 2017. I was in high school. And also, I was not online as much. And he's like, did you see the video I sent you? Oh my god, did you see it? There's like so many more that I do plan on posting at a later date, primarily when Chuli decides to make a video about the situation, which we are doing. So he did all of this. Again, I was 16 and 17. And then we get into the Leo stuff. The Leo stuff is public knowledge by now. It is completely public knowledge. It has been for a long time. So George did all of this exact same stuff to Leo when he was 16/17 in 2019. So George would have been fucking, my God, 24? 24, talking to a 16-year-old. So let that sink in. About his kink. First of all, let Leo onto his NSFW account. Draws Leo in the magic trick, shows Leo the magic trick stuff, but also decides to be like, okay, I think Leo, you should buy a Snow White dress and show me you in the Snow White dress, saying shit like, don't give up, Leo, I believe in you, you could get the dress, you could get it. Again, reminder, Leo was 16. And so I caught onto this because obviously I had been groomed by George. I'm calling it what it is. It was grooming. And I caught that, and we had a whole discussion. And that's when me and a certain other person, encouraged him to make a document. But it was meant to be private, but that other person then went on to convince Leo to make it public. So that happened. We made it public. George ran off the internet for a while. Except for one person. He stayed in contact with one person, and that would be none other than infamous commentator / internet personality Suzy DoodleTones, who was working with George behind the scenes, going off about how he was basically saying that George was spoctored. Then later released a video basically saying that George had not groomed Leo, that I was someone spearheading a hate campaign towards George, and then George was just let back in the commentary community for up until this month, when Chuli finally decided, like, looked at everything and said, what the fuck happened here? Leo was basically chased off of public spaces because, you know, people were letting his groomer back into spaces. Fucking it's insane to me. It's insane to me. It's fucking insane to me. Leo was chased off because y'all decided, a bunch of people decided, yeah, no, George didn't do anything wrong. Brother, he was talking about his kink to a 16-year-old, multiple 16-year-olds, one of them including me. It's like, what? And then, like, behind the scenes, like, again, I already mentioned this, there were people blaming me, saying that I inserted this idea that George groomed Leo into his head, which fucking, what? And the reason that this was being spewed was not out of a genuine, like, cause of interest / worry in Leo. It was because of who I was associated with at the time. I was associated with my fucking assaulter and my abuser, and that warranted blaming me for George, a pedophile, being outed from the community. So, good job, guys. Good fucking job. Good job. Good fucking job. My God, y'all are... Pat yourselves on the back, give yourselves a fucking cookie, and go fuck yourself. Remember, it was all brought back into light. Yeah, the whole reason it was brought back into light, because George drew fan art of Chuli. Oh. More will be discussed about both George and Suzy. There's a lot to be said on my end. I know she's announced the video already. I will be in the video with Chuli about the Cloud Palace and about George and Suzy. I will be in that. I haven't written shit for it. But, you know what? Considering everything's just now happening, I think I deserve to take it easy a little bit, not immediately delve into writing a whole fucking section of a video talking about my grooming. And the abuse I was handed because of me associating with my abuser. Again, let it be known, the only reason I was blamed for George's situation is because I was associated with my assaulter. The person who sexually assaulted me, I was associated with her. So therefore, anything I said just didn't fucking matter. Like, dog, what the fuck? Especially considering the community had already seen me be a victim of not just abuse in general, but of the person who they were mad at me for associating with. So like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, I said this earlier, because I see your comment. The inherent issue is not the age gap, it is the fact that Leo, Autumn, and I were all minors during these age gaps. Again, Ty's in chat, him and I have been together for almost 2 years. We have a 3.5 to 4 year age gap. Perfectly healthy, perfectly loving and caring, and Ty is like the sweetest human being on planet Earth. So, womp womp. But speaking of sweetest human being on planet Earth, all I ask right now for anyone who is like watching this is please just give your fucking love to Leo. Considering he has been silenced for fucking 4 years, almost half a decade over this shit. Give your love to Leo. I know he's not in chat right now. I love that boy to death. That is my fucking... That is another one of my damn fucking gay fucking partners. Because everyone knows one thing about Safi Nom is that she's... I almost said a slur. That she's a queer... I can't say what I want to say. You guys know what I'm thinking. You guys know what I'm thinking, though. So, what are my thoughts on everything going forward? George, stay fucking gone. I know you're not watching this, but if somehow this whole little section falls into your lap, which it will be on YouTube later today, I will be having this entire part of the stream on YouTube. Stay the fuck gone. Stay the fuck gone. I'm sure, and the same goes for Suzy. Stay the fuck gone. Have fun knowing you put children in danger. Don't ever claim that you care so much about the safety of children on the internet when this is the bullshit you do. I will be, again, a more formal statement on my end will be made through Truly, and maybe I'll make my own video as well, because there's multiple people who are making videos about the situation, and it's fucking warranted. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. I feel I should give these thoughts considering I was one of the victims involved. I also just realized now that my OBS was not recording any of this, so I'm gonna have to go back to the VOD later and download this entire part. Fuck!